I'll explain what's going on here. This is actually a symbol of my progress. This is a video that represents my technical skills. It's actually two videos composed into one. I like to apologize in advance because I'm going to use old footage. The reason for this particular video is to see the type of skills I may have already gained when making videos. I made this channel to practice video editing. It is something I like to see in my resume. And it's also a very important skill. Even in the age of AI, video editing is still as important, if not ever, because AI can never tell your story. You have to tell your own. However, this is my personal reason on why I made my channel. Most of you will actually make a channel for another reason. The most common is actually money. But for you to earn a little money here and there, you need to be monetized. I myself am not monetized. For you to get monetized in YouTube, you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. That's a long way ahead. Even without being monetized, it still is a good idea to make videos. And there's also a reason why I make videos in this format. In fact, I can even sit in my house simply using AI to generate some pictures and make the computer do the work for me. But there is a disadvantage there. AI can never tell my story. I like to tell stories, of course. That's another reason why I made this channel. I like to tell my own stories. You will also benefit by simply gaining knowledge. There are some things that you may not find in a book. In some areas, they have this particular dish and you can actually taste it. That's something a book can never explain. You might even learn some local customs, like old sayings that might actually contain a hidden wisdom behind it. Some superstitions are sometimes there because the people practice it, not realizing there's a practical application to it. You'll even learn about some folklores, local tales that's only unique in a certain community. And you'll also gain knowledge in paying a visit to some educational sites like a museum. You might see a model and you can finally imagine the scale of things, like the size of a boat, for example. You might even be able to get some more information that you never even learned in school. For example, I was kind of surprised to learn that there are no dinosaur fossils in the Philippines, and there's a good reason for that. The museum curator actually told me that the Philippines will never have dinosaur fossils because the Philippines was underwater during the Mesozoic era. Instead, the Philippines will have a lot of aquatic fossils like ammonite or nautilus. Not to mention, there are also some fossils that came from sharks, the megalodon. Although the only thing that remains of a megalodon is its large tooth. I also learned of a story of a certain family, a farmer. They heard a loud explosion. They thought it was the end of the world. In fact, they thought a missile hit them. But it turns out that there was an earthquake afterwards. The day after, they realized it was a meteor, and the meteor is now in display in the National Museum of Natural History. I may have already mentioned this one earlier, but I like to tell stories, and I like to share stories, especially those that inspired me. Like the coffee hero, the man who actually did a lot of things just to get coffee to America. And sometimes the accidental hero, like the first Korean who accidentally went to the Philippines simply because of a certain shipwreck. And while here, he learned of the local culture and the language. I also like to share to you some facts or pieces of information that are actually quite inspiring. Like the chances of you being alive is 1 in 400,000 trillion. That's quite a lot. And being alive is a kind of miracle. Other stories like the atoms inside your body is quite old. In fact, older than you. And at a given point in time, you're actually commanding those atoms. Another reason why it's a good idea to create a YouTube channel is to practice your public speaking. You can speak to a wide range of audience, and you can even listen to yourself. I thought I was actually a good speaker, but when I heard myself, I realized that is not correct. There are some pauses, awkward pauses, together with some filler words that I normally use. And by practicing listening to yourself, you will improve your speech. Another reason why creating a video is a good idea is for you to boost your confidence. When I say boosting your confidence, I'm not talking about public speaking. I'm talking about talking to other people around you. So like I said earlier, you're going to gain knowledge, but you're not going to gain knowledge by just sitting in your house. You have to explore. You have to talk to strangers. You have to know the local customs. And by practicing talking to other people, you'll get better at it. The best way for you to gain confidence in whatever it is you're doing is to practice it over and over again. And this is true not just in speaking. You can practice your dance, you can practice your singing, you can practice your drawing. Anything requires practice. Now, one more thing that you're going to gain from creating a YouTube video is that you're unconsciously archiving. The truth is, within 100 years from now, most of us will not be here. In fact, I know I won't be here. So by archiving, you can actually show people what the world looks like in this particular point in time. Like, this is the Philippines in the year 2025. Or this is the Philippines in 2024. They may have already newer media rather than YouTube, but It could be less, it could be more. It might already have newer technology. So rather than watching it on TV or on your phone, you might see some other devices being presented to you. I suspect holographic projection, probably within the next 50 years, might already be in play. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. But of course, you're going to really notice some changes. If you compare old videos of different streets to videos right now, you're going to even think that this might be a different place, but it is. It's just a different time. You can also make a video by simply talking in front of a camera. That too also makes a good video. It's your style of storytelling, and there's nothing wrong with that. Me, however, there's a good reason I never show my face in camera, and there's always a good reason why it's always a first-person point of view. I am not the hero of this channel. I need to make you feel like as if you're the one gliding on the streets when I'm riding the bike. I also want to make you feel like you're the one walking the streets when I'm walking around town. Yes, I can also create other formats like me presenting an animated AI video, but I really do need to look around the city because this is what I can see, and I wish to share it with all of you. This place is called Fort Santiago, and I haven't yet shown this part of the city in one of my videos. I might go in depth showing this place probably a few weeks from now. So like I mentioned, this is the reason why I make this particular channel in this particular format. We have to explore. So simply step outside and embrace the world. Just let the world happen.